Oh my God. Let me tell you, those 4 hours, those 4 hours didn't feel like 4 hours. They felt more like 2.5 hours because there was so much going on in this movie. And I got to tell you, Zack Snyder really impressed me. And I'm sure he's impressed many other people too. Many fans of the DC universe all around. This movie, let's just pretend that the Josh Weldon, or however you pronounce his name, I apologize if I mispronounce his name, but let's just pretend that cut never existed. Because when I first saw the first cut of Justice League, I was, at first I liked it, but then when I watched it again, I could see why it got a lot of negative reviews, and I was humbly disappointed. Now, as far as this one goes, there's a lot of gaps that were filled into this one. And I'm happy to say they took a lot of the cheesy jokes out. I mean, there were some funny moments in the movie. All in all, they took out much of the corny jokes they had in the original movie, the original cut. But, it was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. Now, the movie is it goes in chapters, obviously. Parts 1, 2, 3, etc. You'll see if you haven't seen it. Now, for the record, this is a non-spoiler review. So if you're afraid that I'm gonna post any spoilers, no. So you're in good hands if you have not seen this movie yet. Yes, go check it out. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I didn't know what to expect when I first saw this movie, but going into it, I was, I had my coffee ready. I was getting ready to watch it. I was coming home from work. I think it was a Thursday night, and I was gonna wait till Friday to go to see this movie on HBO Max, but I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it. I had to just, say to myself, just watch what you can, and I did. I watched what I could, and I was getting tired, so I went to bed, and then yesterday when I got home, I ended up watching the rest of it, and it was just amazing. It was amazing story. Everything about the movie was great. As far as flaws go, I couldn't really, nitpick or whatever, the flaws. I have to watch it again. But I was really impressed with everything they've done. I was really impressed with the pacing, the cinematography. But the music score, it was okay. All right. Was it better than Danny Elfman's score in the Josh Weldon cut? Yes. But do I think this score could have been better? Yes. I did like Wonder Woman's score. They threw her original theme into this one. There was the only thing I didn't like it was the thing or whatever. It was kind of annoying, but now I will tell you, there was not one bad character in the story. Not one. Everybody did an amazing job in this movie. Ben Affleck as Batman Bruce Wayne. He was awesome. And, and speaking of Ben Affleck, okay, I remember when he was first announced as Batman for the Batman v Superman movie. I didn't know what to think of it. I was skeptical, like many others, but I wasn't on the hate wagon where everyone was. There was a petition to get him out of the movie or whatever. I thought, okay, let's give the guy a chance. And let me tell you, I was really, really impressed. And there's some out there are going to disagree with me what I'm about to say, but I was really, really impressed with Ben Affleck both as Bruce Wayne and Batman himself. I thought he had the look, the physique. He had the chin, everything. And I even loved his Batman voice when he had that, the robotic disguised voice. I thought it worked really well, unlike Christian Bale's throat cancer type voice where he's just like, where is he? It just got really ridiculous. And, like I said, I got nothing against Christian Bale's Batman. He was great, but like I said, I just thought his Batman voice got kind of ridiculous in some parts or whatever. But yeah, Affleck did an amazing job. He did an amazing job in this movie. As far as the first cut of Justice League and his performance, I did not like his comic sequences. I'm just glad they don't have that in this movie. They took him more seriously in this role. And I'm very happy with that. I am. Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot. Beautiful, talented, classy. She was amazing. And this was part of Wonder Woman I have not seen before in this one. And she did a phenomenal, phenomenal job. And I really don't think there could be anybody that can replace Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, because I think she is Wonder Woman, and she's made such an impact on everybody especially women and little girls that look up to her now. I mean, for God's sake, when the first Wonder Woman movie came out, I remember, when Halloween came, there was I've seen a bunch of girls dressed as Wonder Woman for Halloween, little girls, teenagers, and they all look up to her. And I think she's really made a huge impact on everybody, so who else? Oh yeah, we can't forget Henry Cavill, Superman. He did awesome as well. He was great. And I'm happy to say that there wasn't that CGI where they had to put out his mustache because they did the reshoots in the original cut. Well, I wouldn't say the original cut, but mainly, like I said, the first cut we saw in theaters when that came out in 2017. I'm just going to call it the 2017 cut, okay? Just to make it sounds better that way. But yeah, I was happy we did not see the CGI mustache that was blocked out on his face because it looked ridiculous in the 2017 version. It's not in this one, so you'll be happy to know that. Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Oh my God. I will tell you, Ray Fisher, Cyborg, the 2017 version, I didn't really care for his character. However, in this one, they tell more of his story than the Zack Snyder cut. And I got to tell you, I was very moved by his story. His story was sad, and it made more sense. And Ray Fisher did an amazing job as well. His acting was great. I don't know much about Ray Fisher, but I'll have to check out some of his other work. If he's, whatever other work he has, I'll be sure to check that out. Ezra Miller as the Flash. Now, he's gotten mixed reactions. People I know say, oh, he's good. Some people say, oh, he's not that great. I can't stand him, blah, blah. I thought he was great. I thought Ezra Miller was great as the Flash. He was actually pretty funny, too. he was actually the one that had more comic sequences than any other in the movie. Okay. And he, like, I just thought, you know, his chemistry with the other guys were amazing too. The other members of the Justice League. He wasn't over the top. His comedic performances, he had some of the funny scenes he had, they fit well. And he kind of reminded me of like Spider-Man almost, Peter Parker, you know, because he's a young kid, you know, and he's trying to make like he's trying to do something with himself, you know, and it explains more in this movie. Jason Momoa, I thought he was great too. I had no complaints about Jason Momoa. He was, you know, I loved how he portrayed the Aquaman character. How he's just this, you know, big, muscular, handsome, yet asshole, cocky type guy who, you know, he didn't want any part of Bruce Wayne's offer to help out, you know, to save the world at first, but I really enjoyed his chemistry. I loved the chemistry he had with Bruce Wayne in the beginning. You know, that the cut where in the beginning of the movie, of the original cut of 2017, you know, they had that meeting where he wants him to join. I thought there's more to that scene as well, but that chemistry he had with Ben Affleck's character, you know, Bruce Wayne Batman, that was an incredible scene. So be sure to check that out. Oh, and I cannot. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost forgot this. Jared Leto, the Joker. You saw it in the trailer. This was apparently, according to Zack Snyder, there was an article that this was after when he did the Suicide Squad. This portrayal of the Joker was so much better. So much freaking better than what we saw in Suicide Squad. Because I'll tell you, I was not impressed with Jared Leto's style as the Joker. The way how he was all gangster with the tattoos around and the gold teeth. That to me was not the Joker. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say, was he better, you know, was he better than Heath Ledger? Was he better than Jack Nicholson? Or was, you know, vice versa? I'm not going to get into that. All I can tell you was that his performance and style was a lot better than what we saw in Suicide Squad. Okay? So, where does this go? You know, like, the ending was amazing. You know, it's good when you watch the ending, it's gonna have you ask for more, and I'm asking for more too, because let me tell you, in one of my last videos, like I think it was the small clip of the reaction clip that's uploaded on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go be sure to watch it. I did point out that Zack Snyder is a visionary, not so much a good director. I was wrong. You know, I think the problem with, you know, Zack Snyder and the movies the DC movies he's had recently with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, I really think that Warner Brothers doesn't really show his true work. And I think his true work was finally revealed in this movie. And I think, you know, many people got caught off guard with his work. You know, I did love Watchmen. I did love Man of Steel. Batman v Superman, the ultimate cut, I liked. Even though it could have been better, I still liked. But I really think he's a great director, and I think he's got a lot to show. I really hope he continues on with this universe. I know the DC universe has been a mess as of late, but I think it can be fixed. And I would really like to see Zack Snyder continue on with this whole story, because I think he would do great. So now I'm just trying to process my thoughts all together on this, because like I said, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought this was his best work he's done. But that's just me. That's just me. Many others are going to agree with me. Many others aren't. But what did you think? What did you think of Zack Snyder's Justice League? Be sure to comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. And that's all. And like I said, this is the Zack Snyder. And I highly doubt, highly doubt Zack Snyder will ever see this. But well done, Zack. Well done.